All right, hey everybody. Hope your day is going well. We are back with our VMix updates, or our live weather updates, even rather. And want to let y'all know that it is kind of gloomy out there this morning. Kind of a little bit drizzly, a little gloomy. But I do believe that we are going to see a little bit of sunshine later this afternoon. Let me turn down my phone just a little bit here. I want to make sure I can answer some of y'all's questions. So if you have any, please send them to me via Facebook. I'm checking my audio levels here over here in the corner. Everything seems to be going fairly well. So again, we do have mold coming in at light levels for today. Nothing really impacting you as far as allergens are concerned, but it is pretty gloomy out there. Let's take a look at this full screen. Check out some of the cloud cover that we're dealing with now in northwest San Antonio at 47 degrees. Very cloudy. Pretty good shower just passed through northwest San Antonio too. San Antonio Airport sitting at 48. A lot of cloud cover out their way in Calaveras Lake, much of the same as we continue to kind of struggle with a good amount of cloud cover in the area. This is going to keep our temperatures from getting too high. We're going to see them stay in the 50s. Monica says, good morning from Crystal City. Sun came out there. Monica, that's actually how exactly it's going to work today. I'm glad you pointed that out for us. Monica, Crystal City, of course, those who may not know where that is kind of the southwest of San Antonio. We're going to see sunlight kind of make more of an appearance as we head throughout the day from areas closer to the Rio Grande off towards the east. So it'll be partly cloudy to mostly cloudy really for a majority of the day, but a little more sunshine as we head into the afternoon. Lisa wants to know, how's the weather for Beeville? The answer is a little bit in the way of cloud cover down their way. Not really any rain in Beeville, though, and they're going to stay a little bit warmer today in Beeville, down in B County as a whole even. Temperatures are going to be rising up towards the 60s possibly for later on today. So let's run through the timeline here. 49 in Frederick, 50 in Kerrville. You see 48 in San Antonio. Pretty cool in some spots there. I see a good morning from Converse, rain in Converse from Patricia. Thanks for that report. Lynette says good morning from Divine. And says gloomy and rain twice already. Morning from Uvalde from Marcus. Ground a little damp. Sun is starting to peek out. Good to hear. Again, further on off to the west of San Antonio, already starting to see a little bit of sunshine peek out. The rain chances are really going to go down this afternoon. Now, while we're dealing with rain, over towards Big Bend National Park and stretching up towards parts of Fort Davis and into I believe that's the Davis Mountains too right there. They're dealing with a little bit of snow. But of course, we're not expecting any snow, just plain old liquid rain for us. That's what we're expecting for today. And you see there's that shower activity that I was talking about moving southwest to northeast. Still a little bit of shower activity lingering behind closer towards Pearsall along the I-35 corridor, and it's going to continue its way off towards the northeast. Everything out there pretty much just on the light to moderate side. The Edwards Aquifer got a little bit more water in it thanks to this rainfall. It's currently sitting at 662.2 feet. It's risen by about half a foot in the last 24 hours, and you see the 10-day average at 661.2. Now remember, when the 10-day average gets above 660, that doesn't mean that the stage 1 watering rules get lifted. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat this morning. All right. Doesn't mean that the stage 1 watering rules get lifted. It just means that the SAWS officials, San Antonio Water, is going to look at this, as well as city officials, and then after 15 days they'll decide whether they should lift it or not. I think that we're going to be good to have it lifted after the 15 days, but we still have about a week and a half before that can even be lifted. But it's good to see the aquifer doing well and getting a little bit more rain to dampen up the ground and help the aquifer out. That 30% chance for rain is mainly for what we've seen this morning, and we're going to continue to see rain chances taper off this afternoon. You'll see by noon, just 53 degrees there in San Antonio. Going to see temperatures get up to around the mid to upper 50s today. Areas down towards Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, maybe even Beeville and George West could get 60s, but weather model showing that temperatures could hold off into the 50s. We move into tonight, temperatures backing off to the 30s and 40s, and then for tomorrow afternoon, we're back into the 60s for highs, thanks to a lot more sunshine. We're going to start off tomorrow with a clear sky, much different than today, where we have all that cloud cover and gloomy conditions, nothing but sun Sunday, and then guess what? We get the same thing on Monday. It's going to be clear, cold as we wake up on Monday. The afternoon, we're going to warm up nicely into the mid-60s. You see they're cool and nice for Monday. Now, November was a dry month for the most part. By the end of the month, though, we got a good amount of rain to help things out, and we knocked up our numbers for November up to 1.5 inches nearly. So we were just under that. We were still below average for rainfall in November because we just didn't see rain for a majority of the month. But you see there for December, we've already got a little bit. We got a trace this morning. It hasn't officially been reported by the National Service, but I saw a few showers pass by the airport, and I'm willing to bet we end up with a trace of rain from the National Weather Service by the time the report comes out at the end of the day for the official rain gauge for San Antonio. So that report not out yet, but I'm banking on the fact that we will have ended up with a trace of rain. Still not measurable, though. We need more rain than that, and let's hope we can get it over the next week, and let's hope we can get some more rain throughout the month of December. From Sunday through Wednesday, though, we're not going to see any. Temperatures in the 40s and 30s for lows, 60s and 70s for highs. Going to be nice by the time we head into the middle of the week, and then Thursday through Friday, rain changes bump up. Now remember, on Thursday, that's when our drought monitor comes out, and you can the improvement we've had from the end of November has been immense. We had exceptional drought stretching from Uvalde through Zavala County all the way over into Medina County. That exceptional drought no longer exists for any of our viewing area. All of South Texas out of it. We still have extreme drought, though, a lot of severe, a lot of moderate, and at least everybody in South Texas is in some sort of drought, whether it's abnormally dry to extreme drought conditions. So we need more rainfall, but over the 7 days, even though we have some rain chances in there, we're not going to see much. So some of this rain that's in the forecast is included in the rain that we already saw this morning. We're talking about 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch of rain across South Texas over the next 7 days. Some of that's already fallen this morning. I think that some spots over the next 7 days aren't even going to see a drop of rain. So not much rain expected. A majority of the rain expected over the next 7 days will fall Thursday through Friday. You see, of course, Sunday through Wednesday will be dry, and the rest of today will be fairly dry. We're still going to have showers, a few here and there, but not as wet as what we had around 5 a.m. when we had a bulk of the shower activity move through the region. So it is still well, goodness, I keep trying to say it is still hurricane season, but it's not. Hurricane season ended November 30th, and we still have the possibility of tropical systems forming. That's the better thing I want to say there. It isn't out of the blue for us to have tropical systems form in December. If they do form, it is typically further out, and they don't impact land. Right now we have a low chance for tropical development in the eastern Atlantic. If this system does form, it would earn the name Kappa. So right now, nothing to be concerned with, but we'll continue to watch it closely. Marcus says if we could get another system like last week, he says they got 2.5 inches. Yeah, some areas got a rainfall, and we could only hope we could get another system like that because that really helped out, especially areas east of San Antonio and south of San Antonio. Some spots really picked up a ton of rain, even more than 3 inches. So we just need more of that rain. Susie says, is there any chance of ice in San Antonio? Susie, the answer is no. Now, I'm not going to completely rule out the chance of a very brief period of sleet if we do get a heavy shower, but it won't be enough to cause a problem. That would just be because we have so much cool air higher up, and some of these are elevated showers that we're dealing with. But I don't see it being an issue. So the temperatures are too warm at the surface, and if we even manage to get anything, it would melt immediately. So no issues, Susie. I'm not expecting any. I see someone says, I bet you're wearing pajama pants. Oh, no, I'm not wearing pajama pants. So I'm working from home again. So is meteorologist Megan Massey. We're doing that just because numbers are starting to climb up again, and here in San Antonio and across the United States. So we have a few people working from home again just to try to keep everything safe at the station. Hope to be able to return soon, though, as things start to get back to normal eventually. But right now, remember, we got to do our part to keep everyone safe. But let's talk about the weather for now. Again, the 7-day forecast does show a few rain chances in there for Thursday and Friday. Let's look beyond the 7-day forecast. I always look from day 8 through day 14. And Susie was responding to Eve. Excuse me, that's what I meant to say. And then I see need a blizzard to move up north when she wants. She says need it to move up north wants a blizzard. Susie says that. Yeah, some people love the snow. I'm not a snow lover myself. Yeah, if you wanted a blizzard, I guess you'd have to move further north. But I will tell you, there are some weather models hinting at snow possibly into the Oklahoma, Arkansas area sometime next week. And I'm talking very northern Arkansas. So maybe you don't have to go too far to the north. Let's see here. Robert says, when are you guys going to make the deal with AT&T? You know what? I'm not sure, Robert. We have our head people with the company, and of course, all the management at the station work with that, and working hard to make sure everything comes together properly for that. So we'll keep you updated. I'm sure everything will be worked out, though. We have a lot of great people who work at our station who are working hard to make sure that deal happens. So thank you for your question, Robert. Marcus says it was 2.5 inches in Uvalde. Yeah, even some areas west of San Antonio saw a good amount. For some reason, the airport didn't get as much in the way of rain. Stay safe, wear your mask. Thank you. Yeah, Carmen. Again, we all want to stay safe and keep everyone else around us safe too. So let me talk a little bit more about the temperature outlook. I'll answer some more questions in a second. This is beyond the 7-day outlook. This is from day 8 through day 14. We're looking at slightly below average temperatures possible, that or just around average. Now let's look back to see what average is. In the top right corner of the 7-day forecast here, you'll notice the average, low of 43, high of 66. So maybe see temperatures dropping down to the lower 40s to maybe even upper 30s, highs in the mid to lower 60s. That would be slightly below average or just around average. So we could have this cooler weather trend continue from day 8 through day 14. But what about rainfall? I know this is what a lot of really interested in. It looks like drier than average. So we're going to be stuck in this drier than average setup that we've been stuck in for months. It just doesn't look like we're going to see a ton of rain, even though we really need it. So the Lone Star 3-day forecast, if you are traveling, it is the holidays. Remember to practice safety with this coronavirus stuff. But if you are traveling, looking like 50s for much of the state today for highs, 60s for highs as we make our way into Sunday, and 60s and 70s for highs on Monday. So you see the trend for the state is kind of even across the board. Sometimes you have big temperature swings in other areas like El Paso and stuff, but we're all kind of moving in the same direction as we head throughout the next 3 days here. For the Texas State Park forecast, I love this forecast. I'm a huge lover of parks, state, city, national. I actually ran 13 miles on the Leon Creek Greenway yesterday on the dirt path just because we have beautiful parks all throughout San Antonio. And wherever you may be, support your local parks. Even if you're in another state, another city, we all have beautiful parks all across the country, and it's important to support them. If you're headed out to any of our beautiful state parks, temperatures are going to be 40s to 50s. Now, this is the forecast for tomorrow. Remember, this isn't for today. For tomorrow, lots of sunshine. Again, I told you, the cloud cover is sticking around for us today. For tomorrow, we're talking tons of sunshine, and that shows up in this forecast. 40s to wake up. As we head into the afternoon, 50s and 60s for high. So it's still a cool day in some areas, but a beautiful day to take a hike, especially in the hill country. I know a lot of the leaves have likely already fallen out at Lost Maples, but still a beautiful hiking area. If you've never been out to Enchanted Rock, I've talked about that one a lot. That would be a great hike for tomorrow. Just make sure you wear plenty of gloves, and because it could get a little breezy up there up on top of the dome itself, and you'll want to make sure you stay warm. So guys, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to hop on and give you an update. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Yes, it's gloomy out there. Yes, there's a little bit of shower activity, but remember the shower activity will taper off later this afternoon. Not completely. We're still going to have a chance. There could be a few brief showers out there, so don't be surprised, but there won't be as much activity. And anything you experience this afternoon will likely be brief. I hope you can get out and enjoy it. Try to stay warm out there too. Think about friends and family during this time whenever it's so cold outside. We want to make sure that we help everyone stay warm in the community, give back. This is that time of year that we all love to come together and give back. I know San Antonio is a very giving community. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Lots more sunshine for tomorrow. And I'll be back on tomorrow to tell you about that. Don't forget to tune in tonight. Meteorologist Megan Massey has the latest update to the forecast. You'll have a wonderful one, and we'll keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5.